At least the sign's not buzzing anymore.
As I said, I know and I do appreciate it, but now it just spells nonsense. And as it says in all the books, branding is key. If only it spelled out a whole new world. That would send my business soaring.
Could you help me with a vermin problem, please?
As I said, I'm sorry, until I kickstart this business, I don't really have time for ancillary projects. I need a brand. A clear message that grabs my key demographic by the lapels and hurls them into my economic bailiwick.
Excuse me?
You know, a name that sounds magical and exotic, that appeals to a yearning they only feel subconsciously.
I've got some matches.
Always good to have.
I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy. I didn't think there was much point. Do you have any use for nail clippers?
No.
He struck me as more of an aftershave kind of guy. That seemed like a good name. Hey, Bassam, how about this? I know it's not your name, but
Aladdin. Very cool. That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
glad you like it.
You're a genius, George. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman, perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. What's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
I'll give it a try.
Glad to help.
I didn't think there was much. What do you think?
I'm over the moon, George. Thanks to you, I can now sell my retro cavalcade of musical cards, brushes, souvenirs. And you know what they say, happy sellers make happy shoppers.
I really like your new sign.
It's magnificent. I owe you one.
So what are you selling?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. I sell all those things you can't get anywhere else in Paris.
Like...
English biscuits, Turkish delight, French cassettes, Brazilian Betamax videos.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very welcome.
I added some bait to the matchbox. Even I was finding it hard to resist that little trap. Gotcha!
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... The gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed. A number of times. From the ground up.
Yes?
Annette, could I just have a quick look in your back office?
What do you take me for?
What? No. I mean, can I look in there?
Oh, I see. No, you can't. It's private.
There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
Shame. Still, I'm sure you'll get over it.
I believe your company set up the security.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
I've got all day.
But I didn't. It says here that Vera was hired to do the security of the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery?
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race.
I've got a cookie.
Those dry things are disgusting.
I've got some matches.
Yes, I saw you pick them up. Keep them. I can't afford to smoke anymore.
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me! No thanks.
Do these clippers look familiar?
Yes, I mean, no. Why should they look familiar?
Do you recognize it?
Oof! That would take the hair off your legs. I had a boss who wore that. Know what I mean?
Thanks. The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared.
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk.
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk.
Look, do you mind not touching the office equipment?
Annette's peripheral vision was, quite simply, astounding. The office looked like it had been put together in a hurry. That wasn't worth trying. It was a little black book, and they are always interesting.
Hands off, mister.
Can I just have a look?
Certainly not. That book is very private.
I only had a few matches. Using one now probably wasn't a good idea. Not a snowball's chance. There was no way Annette was going to let me through the door.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
That cookie did the trick.
Right customer, right product. It's a winning combination.
So, what else are you selling?
Stop by now and then. You'll be surprised.
No kidding? I caught the cockroach, look.
Excellent work. Just don't let it loose near my stall. In a few weeks, this place is going to be buzzing with people, I hope, not vermin.
I think I'll keep him. I'll name him Trevor.
Interesting name. Old school, comforting, harmless. I can see you're quite a strategic thinker, George.
That was never going to work. Romanov's. It was empty. The ashtray was...
Yes?
Are you betting on a horse?
No, I just like hearing the sound of hooves.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Don't be an idiot. I got 50 euros on Lucky Break.
Ah, well, I hope you win.
So do I, Sherry. So do I.
Thanks. I wasn't going to talk to Nico. Mr. Rickenbacker, I've got some new information. Henri used a different security company from the one I recommended, Vera Security. I'm there now. It's a pretty low-grade outfit.
Well, find out what you can.
What can I do for you?
Thanks. I could hear the little fella scuttling around in there. That was... That was never...
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Please stay on the up.
It was like she had some kind of psychic power. She could just feel what I was trying to do.
Look, do you mind not touching?
Annette's peripheral vision was, quite simply, astounding.
Wrong number again, damn nuisance calls. Do you mind?
Annette was...
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Wrong number again, damn nuisance calls.
A quick look revealed that the drawer was empty.
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Wrong number again, damn nuisance calls. Please stay on the other side of the counter.
I wanted to see what secrets the... A very bad photo of Lane and Annette. That guy sure got around. Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector, that's what he is. My little Hector.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who's the manager before you?
I don't know. She just, one day, didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut. Yes.
So, what happened on your date with Lane?
I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
You can do better than that, Annette.
Here, are you asking me out?
No, I meant, tell me more.
Oh, like that is it? Want the details, do you?
No. Look, let's just move on, okay? The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
The gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumb screws on Lane, and I knew just how.
Aha!
Do you recognize these two people?
Never saw the big guy before, but the lady works opposite.
Have you seen anyone else in the Vera office?
No, but I haven't had my shop here long, only a couple of days.
So,
Anything retro, George. The past's the future. And you know what they say? He who controls the past controls the future.
time to confront Lane. The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around. The door led into the gallery. Through the glass, I could see Henri's office. The gallery was empty. It looked like Lane was somewhere else. Hi.
Monsieur?
I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
So Lane was consoling the widow. What a big heart that guy had. Did he have a grand scheme or just loose morals?
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
I'm sorry, this is a very inconvenient time. Come back later.
I know that's you, Mr. Lane. I need to talk to you. Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mm-hmm. If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. Come up, but make it brief.
Dear Lord, George, you have the worst timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera Security.
So,
Tell me about Annette
who?
from Vera Security.
I don't know any Annette.
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Ugh. Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right. I had a fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them. Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Okay, Lane. Take off.
Can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
If Lane was telling the truth, that meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner and was very keen to get rid of me. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that back office.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor. What can I do for you?
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Henri, my poor sauvage. He died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well, why not? A little company might just pep me up, as you Americans might say.
Your record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song gives me great comfort. It reminds me of Henri.
Can you tell me about the gallery? Was the business doing well?
The gallery was Henri's baby. He never spoke to me about it.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is not my thing.
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Henri was my lion and my little pussycat.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, Cherie.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gallery helped the thief. It wasn't Hector Lane. He's not devious enough.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I promise you. Does this smell good to you?
It's heavenly, isn't it? Henri loved it.
Do you know this company, Vera Security?
No, I don't. I've never heard of them. No, thank you. So?
Rich tea?
Why is it broken?
I was feeding it to a cockroach.
I think perhaps I'll pass.
Hey, this might cheer you up. Say hello to Trevor.
A cockroach?
I prefer the word pal.
And I prefer the word pest. Please never show it to me again. Why do you show that to me?
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera's Security's owner. Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. On balance, I prefer the waistcoat. A small, stuffed dog sat on the table. Poor creature. Was that a tear in its glassy eye? The stereo was playing the same tune over and over again. You have a beautiful home, Bijou.
Oh, thank you. I do like beautiful things.
A subtle birthmark was the only blemish on the model's flawless skin. The view through to the Bois de Boulogne. America is my country, and Paris is my hometown. Can I ask you a few questions?
Truth or dare?
Truth.
And there was I hoping you'd say dare.
Henri looks very peaceful.
Doesn't he? I wish I could keep him here forever.
Again, I'm so sorry.
Life is too short, George.
Anything else you can tell me about the gallery?
No, I rarely went there. As I said, Henri took care of everything.
What's the song?
Jasmine by the Airy Lobsters. Before your time, I'm sure. It's a band that Henri fronted in the 70s. They got to #2 in the Swedish charts.
Big time, huh? What's the story behind the stuffed dog?
Oh, Fifi. I was heartbroken when she went. I had her preserved so that we could be together forever.
That's very touching.
Isn't it?
Quite unusual these days to bring the coffin home.
Henri loved a good wake. Said they were better than any party.
Huh. Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time. Sherry, please don't touch my table. I keep everything in perfect order.
The cluttered dressing table was covered with mysterious things. Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera Security. The empty mall was lit by bright moonlight, the perfect ambiance for a little detective work. I wanted a good look at that back office. I just had to find a way in. The empty box had been left out overnight. No one would have wanted to steal it. Rearranging the sign had been a stroke of genius, even if I do say so myself. All Bassam's stuff was safely locked away. It looked like a very sturdy shutter. I'd have to operate the controls to open it. I wondered if the electrical box contained the power unit for the shutters. There was an electrical box up there, but I couldn't reach it from the ground. The box was in the perfect position to access the beam above. I popped the lid open. Inside was an aircon unit and bingo, the master controls for the shutters. The aircon blade was exposed. It was the motor that operated the shutters. It was the master controller for the shutters. It was the power supply. The wire connected the power supply to the master controller. I needed a better I'd cut the wire in half. I hoped I was doing the right thing. The room was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. Well, that didn't work. They didn't. They didn't go together. Not a snowball. It didn't work. Mr. Rickenbacker, I've got some new information.
Stobart, what the hell are you phoning me for?
I'm at Vera Security.
You know what time it is? Surely anything you have to tell me can wait until the morning. Do us both a favor. Get some rest. We can talk about this in the morning.
It wasn't fair to... Vera Security had disconnected their phone. There was no point in calling. In the drawer was a single Q-tip. It was my lucky day. It hadn't been used. Nope. A cotton bud. Very useful for poking into ears. Never in a month of Sundays. I only had a few maps. It was the shutter control. There was no sign of a button or a keyhole. It must have been controlled remotely. A wire ran up to the electrical box above.